Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready. 1-3 round. 38.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The Ravens have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because we're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he's talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed. What did you see? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ballgame?
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On the ready.
They're going to try and throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here we go. Here we go. 43 rounds.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man right side is Cup complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He's got Higby complete right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Slot man moves right.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Okay, ready?
Second and 5. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown! Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. He's got room past the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Isabella now from his end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
He's still on his feet inside the 20.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Dobbins once more.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open is Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The slot man in motion right. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Jackson on 1st down.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Again, Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On the double.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On the give, this is Akers. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. A solid stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. This for the lead in the final stages. Blankenship's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing, Jackson.
He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Right where this second down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.